can't really. I guess y'all can't see me. Hold on. Hold on, fam. Okay, hold on, y'all. Show me I deserve it. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of. I'll wait for a few of y'all to come through for your girl, and we about to have this discussion, okay? Big sis, auntie, cousin, nurse B finna come through, and we're gonna have this. We're gonna have a little conversation, okay? We're gonna converse today about this. This is a big problem here that I need to talk about. I'm trying to set y'all up a little better. Hold on. We need to talk about we need to talk about a few things, okay? Because I don't know about y'all. Is there anybody on here that listens to Dave Ramsey, like watches Dave Ramsey? Let me know. Let me know. Is there anybody who ever watches Dave, or you know who Dave Ramsey is? What's up, Cerebria? S. Rivera. And Tahisha. Tasia. I want to say Tasia and Just Living Life. What's up, y'all? Okay, so if you don't know, Dave Ramsey is this financial guru, if you will, who basically was doing really good in his life, and then he had to go bankrupt. Like, he lost everything basically, and he started to I don't know his whole story. I've heard him listen to his book on audiobook or something. But anyways, he made a lot of money, got into debt, like really, really, really bad debt, like upside down a few $100,000. And he came up with this ideal of like these baby steps that you need to do to get yourself out of debt so that you never have to be at the mercy of debtors, right? Of creditors. And so his philosophy is that you live like no one else so that one day you can live and give like no one else, right? So you just basically constrict yourself, eat rice and beans for a certain amount of time, go balls to the walls, pay off all your debt, and then save up like 3 to 6 months of your income. And then you go ahead. Well, the first thing you do is save $1,000. Then you pay off all your debt, usually using debt snowball, or you can use the avalanche, whichever you want. But he used debt snowball, which is like you have all your debt and you pay the lowest amount first. And then once that's paid down, whatever, you pay minimum on everything. And then once that first debt is paid off, you go ahead, and the amount that you were putting towards that, say it's $40, you instead of just pocketing that $40, you put it towards the next debt. And then say the $40 plus that debt was like $75, and you take that and you put it towards the next debt, and you just snowball. You pay off all your debt super fast, like just go and pay it off. And then by that time, you save yourself about 3 to 6 months of expenses. Then you start working on paying off your mortgage if you have a mortgage, yada, 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 yada. So to the point where you do not have any debt and you ain't worried about nobody. Now, I've been binge watching Dave Ramsey. I've gone back and forth doing it, and I would go with my husband with it a little bit, and then I would go like real crazy, drink the Kool-Aid, and be like, we gotta do something about our life. And be mad at him for a few days because he ain't getting with the program. And anywho, I have fully committed myself. I'm like, this is possible. So my goal is to definitely be debt free within, I would say, the next 4 years. To be conservative, 4 years, but to really be like, okay, it can be possible. Not just be out of debt and then have enough money for a down payment, a good, nice size down payment on a house, yada, yada, yada. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because if y'all anything like me, especially, and I don't know, maybe it's just like a poor thing. If you had poverty, if you grew up in poverty, or you've just been around a lot of people who don't really prioritize like wealth, is that, oh, you're gonna always have debt, you're gonna die with debt, you're gonna die, you're gonna die with it, so why even pay it off, why even deal with it, just live your life. But the thing is, y'all, especially if you work in healthcare, especially when you live in long-term care, you know that it's way more expensive when you get older. I'm going to get to the title of this video. I'm going to talk about it. It costs so much more when you get older to live your life. You think that, oh, I'm going to get to this age, I'm going to retire and we're going to be good. It can happen because I plan on doing it. I will be doing it. But there's plenty of people who thought they had time to pay off their debt. Then next thing you know, their kids is in college and they have $0 and 0 cents to get their kids. And all they can do is say, honey, get that loan, baby. Just get the loan. You'll be able to pay it off when you get done with school. When you get done with that degree in literature. I don't know what people go to school today for. Read liberal arts degree. You'll be able to pay for it with that. You'll find something. And that's the predicament I was in. I went to college at the age of 16. Both of my parents my mom had did some college. I think my dad had did some college, but neither one of them had college degrees. And we were poor. And I was going to a school that was like $40K a year. And I was 16. So I didn't understand what the hell that meant. And y'all know my story. If y'all watched it, I couldn't even get, it was holding me up from being able to go to school. Is because I had debt at that school. And I had debt at that school and I couldn't release they was not trying to give my transcripts out for me to be able to get into an RN program. So I had to pay for all my prerequisites for my RN program out of pocket, which, that was honestly what would I say? I would say that was a blessing because I may have been able to get financial aid. I don't know, but it all worked out because I was able to get my RN degree $0. I actually got paid to become an RN, which when you look at it, divine timing, God's timing was on points with that one. Anyhow, I wasn't able to get it until my mom had somehow the loans that was for the school was in her name. So she was able to, I think she ended up filing bankruptcy and she was able to get that off, right? So, and the reason I know people say you can't get student loans off with bankruptcy, but she had the loan with the actual college. I guess the college was giving out actual loans. So that was the loophole. So, and then by the time she did that, I had already paid for all my prereqs because I was in the mindset of, I'm going to go to school. I don't know how this going to get paid off because it was like $11,000 worth of money that needed to be paid off. I didn't know how I was going to get paid off, but I said, I know that when it does need to get paid off, when it does get paid off, I'm going to need to have all these classes done. So I was working as an LPN. We didn't have kids at the time. At least the first part of me getting my prereqs. We didn't have kids at the time. And I went ahead and I paid for my prereqs. When I did the math, it was still like $8,000. I could have paid the dang on debt off, but I didn't need to because God had a plan. Okay. So fast forward, I got my RN degree. I went during COVID time. And because of that, I started my RN in 20, oh gosh, I don't know, is it just me or did COVID just mess up time? It's like there's a big blur in my life. I went 2021, January 2021, and then I graduated last May 2022. And when I went, it was towards the tail end of COVID, so we were still getting COVID grants. I had a grant that was specifically for LPNs that helped us pay for our books. We got like $100 just for getting the freaking vaccine. All this money was coming in to the point when I did, and I was finally eligible for financial aid. Y'all, I could not get financial aid for 5 years. I did 5 years of prereqs. I could not get financial aid because, once again, I couldn't get those transcripts to the school. And if a school doesn't have all your transcripts, they're not going to give you financial aid. They just not. At least that's what I kept being told. It's they was in order for you to get financial aid, you have to be able to submit your transcripts. But anyhow, they were going to let me pay out of pocket though. But I wasn't going to be able to get into the nursing program unless I had those transcripts because, they use that as far as your GPA and everything. So even though they didn't use any of they didn't use any of that towards my GPA, but whatever. It was on my record. It was in what they call the dang on thing. It's like this national thing that if somebody went to college or not. Oh my God, sweepstakes? I don't know. But anyhow, all of that happened and I'm super grateful because I did not get any loans. And this is before I thought about student loans. And if you're anything, like I said, coming from that poverty mindset, or just coming from people who have debt mindset, they believe that you got to have a good credit score. You got to have that, because their mindset is you got to be in a good standing so that you can get yourself into more debt. Whereas when you thinking more like Dave Ramsey, like I said, your mindset is like, why would I have to put myself in more debt? I have a savings fund. All my debt is paid for. If I need something, I'm going to save up and buy it. And if I can't do that, guess what? I don't need it. I don't need it. And a huge chunk of my money is not going towards my car note. It's not. Just think about it. What if you didn't have to pay your car note? For a lot of people, that's like $400. What if you didn't have to pay towards any credit card bills? For some people, that might be like close to $200. That's $600 right there already in your pocket every month. After a year, that's $7,600 right there, right? 6,000, 6 plus 6. No, that's 12. That's $7,200 a year right there, just from you not having that debt. You can put that into an IRA or whatever, figure it out and all that, and it can keep building before you know it. So his ideal is that you just don't be in debt. Just don't get yourself in debt. Now, like I said, I didn't even say it yet. If you come in from a mindset of people who their focus is, how can I put myself in the best position to accumulate more debt that I can barely afford to pay for, you don't think about paying no damn student loans back. I have never thought about paying those student loans back. People be like, I paid off $20,000 in student loan debt. I be like, why? Why are we doing that? Girl, can't you defer it? Go to class, take a few classes at the community college, and get a in-school deferment. I was quick on getting that in-school deferment because I deferred mine the whole time. But now I didn't drink the Kool-Aid, y'all. I've drank the Kool-Aid, and I did the math, and I was like, Brandy, you can make good money as a nurse. It's like almost endless. I wouldn't say endless, but nursing is 24 hours, and your husband is making a decent amount of money. Y'all don't have a whole lot of expenses. You could pay such and such off within a few months, and then before you know it, you can attack these student loan debt. And had that paid off within, I did the math, it was like staying where we're at in our, as far as how our expenses, we could pay off we could be within 3 years, we could pay off like $100,000 in debt. Oh my gosh. Because I got some student loans from that school. Remember I told you I went to a school that was $40,000 a year? And I came from parents who they wasn't really seeing it. They just, I guess they had that mindset. My baby going to college, it's going to work out. It's going to work itself out. And it did. And I thank God for it because it was an experience. But when I look at that debt, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even have a degree from that school. And I looked at the numbers and I was like, the interest rate is more than the freaking loan. Like, how did that happen? It's just, but at first I just thought of it's just student loan debt. Like, you're just going to die with it. But it's just like, really? And his thing is he also looks at the biblical part of it. So I'm not super religious, but I do believe in energy. And I believe that, yes, if you have that energy of you needing to owe somebody, you're never really truly having wealth because you owe somebody. It's just like if I lent somebody $50,000. Now, you could say it's highway robbery. You should never went to that college. You ain't had no da-da-da. We shouldn't even be having these institutions. And, I was 16, mind you, which I'm like, can I freaking, I can't even dispute it, y'all. But I was 16 taking out a loan for $20,000, $30,000 in a liberal arts college, getting a damn degree in linguistics. Like, what the hell? And I can't speak no other language than English, okay? Like, what? Like, who, when, where, why? How? Did I say all of them? So like, anyways. So, what was I saying, y'all? It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And I think the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I see people who have this ideal that it's a loan, I'm going to just pay it back. Like, it's okay, girl, I'm just going to make it work. I'm just going to make it work, child, make it work. But it's like, do you really want to have that mindset? Like when you get done with school and you really look at it, because once I actually did the math and I was like, I'm $100,000, not currently, because I added in like a car loan that we don't have yet, but we might get. Really thinking, God willing, we ain't gonna have to get it. So let's just take that out. Maybe let's just say $80,000 in debt. $80,000 in debt is a lot of money. That means my net worth is negative $80,000. And I didn't think of it like that. I was like, that is true. Like, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't thinking of it like that. I was just like, them student loan, that's not even really debt. Is it really debt? Like, it's just student loan. Let me know. I know I'm not the only person that thought this. Like, it's just like, the thing is, people always say, it's kind of like people who feel like, it don't matter how I eat, I'm going to die from something anyways. Not really. You're just going to live longer, sicker. You're just going to be 60 years old in a nursing home with one leg because you got diabetes and your arteries is clogged up and you had about 2 heart attacks and you really da 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 da. You ain't gonna I gotta die from something. No, you're gonna die real slow death. Okay. So it's kind of like that mindset that like it's gonna be da da da. But I said, if we could take care of this debt, save up a very good sizable amount for a down payment, closing costs, all of that, and still have money saved up for our about 3 months of expenses. In 3 years, my oldest is gonna be, she'll turn 6 this year. She'll be 9. Both my kids will be under the age of 10, and their parents will be completely debt free and buying a house. Now that house gonna be debt. Okay, the house gonna be debt. But hey, we could probably pay that off. If we hidden it, we could pay that off probably within 5 to 6 years. And I could have kids, my kids, by the time they go to college, me and my husband can be completely out of debt. Like our house, everything paid for, and probably have equity in our home. So we could have like a net worth of easily probably like 400 plus thousand before they even get into college. And it doesn't include whatever we're going to put towards our retirement, this and a third. And it's like, it's like the stuff is there, it's simple, but it just didn't click to me because honestly, I did not see student loan debt as a real thing. I saw it as, girl, just let it sit there, keep deferring it, da da da, it's gonna be okay. Like, you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about it. And I also had the mindset of like, you always gonna be in debt, girl, you all right, or it take money to make money, or there's a such thing as good debt. But I was just like, you don't have to really live like that. You really don't. And so when people tell people, go ahead and go to Chamberlain, get that BSN, girl, and spend $70,000 for a bachelor's degree, and you're only making 50 cents more than somebody with their associate's degree. Hey, I know every position, every state got something. Look, you do what you gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm just putting it out there, okay? It's kind of crazy, especially when I think, girl, you got your RN for free. Okay, now that I feel like that was the pendulum swinging back to me. That was like some retribution or some what they say, redemption. I was redeemed, based on some things that happened in my childhood, and also I was rewarded for going through 5 years paying out of pocket for school and having the faith that it was going to get taken care of, and it got more than taken care of. Because my RN degree could have easily put me into debt like $10,000 easily. And then with the interest shit, we might be at like 12,000 by now. I mean, 1,200. Yeah, 12,000 by now. Who knows? So I say all that to say this, y'all. Either change your mindset when it comes to paying off debt and understanding debt and thinking about how you want your money to be, because there's no way that I want to be at the point where my kids are going to college and I'm still paying off my student loans. I always thought I just keep paying them off. I just pay them in just because that's a lot of money. Why would I pay that off? Like, but when you do the math, especially as a nurse, you can make good money. I was like, I can do this. Is possible. This is possible, especially because my husband and I, we're basically bringing our expenses down to the point where he can handle everything. So whatever I'm bringing in, I would say I would maybe contribute maybe 1,000 towards the house, and everything else I'm bringing in as a nurse is pushed towards what we need to take care of. He holding it down. We just doing that. And we just did the math. I was like, this is possible. this is definitely possible. But let me know, does anybody else not look at loans as like something to really pay back? I guess because the amount is so big, or because it's such a norm in America for people to have student loan debt. So you just be like, you know, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, I got some student loans out there. But when you really, I guess I just had to have, like, I drank the Kool-Aid, you know, what they say, the come to Jesus moment, child. Um, and I just had to really look at it and be like, yeah, I do want to be out of debt. Yeah, I wanted to come to the point where my kids are in college and we're at a point where we're like, we good. That if they need something, we can easily, here go 20K. No loans. We're able to put money towards and invest into them to the point where they don't have to get student loans. And they have the mindset of a loan. Why would I get a loan? That don't make no type of sense. I'd rather just pay for it, or just not have it. I'm not doing that. Let me get the cheaper version, okay? But I think also, like, coming from, like I said, a household that was lower income, single family home, and don't, child, I'm just gonna be honest, you know, black folk, child, we be like, what? Pay back what? Pay who? Sally Mae gonna be, she just gonna be waiting. She gonna be waiting. She gonna be waiting. She should never gave me that loan to begin with. She knows she should never get, I wasn't gonna pay. She really thought I was gonna pay that back. Now, ain't no way she thought I was gonna pay that back. Ain't no way. Like, ain't no freaking way Sally Mae thought this was gonna happen like that, okay? Navian, ain't no way, Navian, okay? Oh, yeah. But I'm really like, I'm really seeing it. I'm really like, it's there for me. Like, it's evident to me. And I haven't had this revelation in a minute towards anything. And it's so simple. But I think it's just a mindset of, like, since we're all doing it, we feel like it's not a problem. You know, like, we all dealing with this. So it ain't a problem. Like, yeah, we supposed to be in debt. Supposed to be in debt our whole life. Supposed to not know how, if an emergency come, we ain't got that. Or if we want to gift somebody something, somebody graduated from college and we want to get them $5,000, we got to try to figure out a way to do it, or we just can't do it. Or you want to donate to something, you can't do it. Or if you're in the time where it's time to make some money, you can't even really make investments or make moves or nothing like that because your money is tied up in debt. And also, the thing with debt that is so, like, so irritating is that you're paying for something from the past. Now, don't get me wrong. My degree, I'm grateful for my nursing degree, even my LPN degree, because it helped me get to a certain point. But I didn't have a mindset of, let me go ahead and pay this down, especially because you got to think about it. When people get done with school and you go from making maybe, now this is not everyone, because some people, they switch careers. They may have some people, nursing is a step down for them, honestly, for a little bit until they can get themselves to a certain point. But stick with me. Say you was going like my situation. I was CNA first. Say you're going from making like $12 an hour to making $18 an hour. That's how it was with me as a new grad LPN. But it could be now you're making like 16 as a CNA, and then you go to like 25 as an LPN. Now, of course, it might still even be more than that by now, chat. I don't know. It's like just in a facility. Your first thing ain't gonna be, let me pay off these student loans. You're gonna be like, I need to get a new car. I want to go on a vacation. You know, I'm trying to move somewhere. I want to get me a better apartment. Next thing you know, you done ate up a few $100s that month. Like, you have racked on a few $100s more per month, or even like $1,000 more per month. That's part of your expenses. So it's like your what do you call it? What they say, living below your means. What is it called? You got the pay raise, but your living expenses basically, so you're still in the same predicament. You just got more stuff and more debt. And then also with nursing, some of the traps that nurses fall into is because it's kind of like D dealer money, not the D, okay, not them type of gigolos, but like, y'all know what I'm talking about, them type of money, on the corner boy money, because yeah, your cost of living. Thank you, Erica. Erica, I'm from St. Louis, so we call her Erica. Oh, thanks, Erica. So it's we have like we like corner boys and girls because the money is so quick as a nurse. Even as a CNA, the money is so quick. You can make your money. You can get out your, you can go to work. Lifestyle creep. Yes, thank you. Just living life. You've been here for the beginning, girl. But, or boy, I don't even know. I think it's girl. Let's say lifestyle, just living life. You, even as a CNA, you can go look and see. You can go on your phone and be like, okay, I need to make some money tonight. You weren't even thinking about it. I need to make some money tonight. Go on your phone, get you a shift. Ding. Okay, you've been approved. Roll up into work, do a few hours, 8 hours of work, drive home, take you a little shower, you know, do a little whoop-de-whoop, bing, payment right there in your account. And you can do the same thing tomorrow and the same thing after that. You can work 8 hours, 16 hours. You can work, 24 hours. I've seen people, it was somebody, they would do like a double at one place, then come in late to the next place because they had just left the job, and then come in late and work the night shift somewhere else, be sleep and all that. Like, they was doing all of that. They was working like day, evening, and like I said, coming in late for the night shift and working on night shift and sleeping through the whole damn night shift. Maybe do 1 or 2 rounds. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And it worked 3 shifts in 24 hours. Okay, because hey, the money is, they're gonna let you do it. They gonna let you do it because it's just, nursing is 24 hours. Healthcare is 24 hours. So if you in that boat of CNA, LPN, RN, the money is there. The money is there. So sometimes you have that mindset of, let me go ahead, spend that check and bring it right back. Like, because the money can come, but at some point, unless you get a handle of your finances and really think about how you want your life to look 5 years down the line. And honestly, when I did the math, and I was like, this can happen within 3 years, if not less. Because don't forget, I have a whole other source of income outside of nursing. I'm a YouTuber. I have a metaphysical shop online. I have a whole nother YouTube channel. If I really, do my thing, like, who knows? I could be doubling what I make right now and be able to do it in a year and a half. God willing. God willing. My husband is still going to be getting raises at his job. And he about to go back to school. Okay? So it's possible. It's possible. And I was like, this can really happen in 3 years? Pay off like $100K in debt and save up for a house and have like 10K in the bank just for emergencies. Like, this is possible. And still be making this amount of money and really not even working that many shifts. Really. I was like, damn. It's like, in my mind, I thought it was going to take forever for me to do. I really had it in my mindset that I'm going to be paying for my student loans while my kids is in college. And I'll be damned if that happens. It ain't. I already claimed it. It's paid for. They good. I'm good. They good. And they ain't about to get no more. They ain't getting no student loan debt. They not. It's over with. It's just not gonna happen. We gonna really be thinking about, okay, how much this college costs, baby. You ain't. Now look, now, Mama love you, but I'm not gonna let you go into debt. I'm just not gonna let you do it now, baby. Now, I'm not gonna say that if you're in a position where maybe you're making like $10, $12 an hour, and you need to make more money, and you're like, okay, I really want to get this LPN because I got to get out this position. I'm not saying don't do that. But if you're a CNA, you can make good money as a CNA if you focus on lowering, what do you call it? Yeah, letting it sit. Do make it where I didn't know it. I freaking looked at that loan and I said, this costs, the interest rate on this is like thousands of dollars more than a freaking loan. And I was like, why? If you let somebody at 16 go into that much debt, why not educate them? But then again, the adults around me weren't doing it. They just giving me the loan. They ain't my mama or my daddy. They just give me the loan. It's just like, it's make you think like, damn, y'all, maybe we drank the Kool-Aid. And Dave Ramsey and all the other people is the ones that's like trying to wake us up. Like, is you in there? Like, you okay? Are y'all okay? Wake up, get out. It ain't right. It ain't right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, because I'm just like, what the hell? I know generational curses have been broken, honey. The chains have loosed. Okay, women that are loosed. Okay, I don't even know what the hell that means. What does that mean? What did TDJ mean by women there are? Is he saying like she's loose, or like you have been loosened from God? Like, somebody let me know what the hell that means. Anyways, I should have gave myself some water. Hold on. I need a refill. Can I get a refill, y'all? I don't need a refill though. Dang, I should have grabbed some water. I got the candle and the crystal. I should have got some water. But what was I saying, y'all? The chains have been broken. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chat is there. I have caught it. I have caught it. Especially because I put a time frame on it, and I'm like, it is possible. It is more than possible. Chat, I could get pregnant tomorrow. I ain't trying to, but I could be having a whole online. I looked at something. It was a online job in Houston. It was remote, making $90,000 to $100,000 a year, and all you had to have was three. You had to have your RN degree and like 3 years of either hospital experience or long-term care experience. I said I can get that job right now. I can get that job right now. Okay, God willing, and I could be at home doing it, making good money, and just pay all this down. But like I was saying, even as a CNA, you can position yourself. If you really look at what your debts are, really just take a minute to look at it and give yourself, be like, okay, how much can I, like, what can I bring down? Even if it means, if you in a 2-bedroom, hey, you might have to go to a 1-bedroom for like a year. Just 1 year, just one freaking year. Just do it for a year. You might just need to. Or if you planning on moving and upgrading where you live, and you might need to stay where you at for another year. And just really like hit it, like just pound it, because just pound it. Because it's like CNAs can make good money. I know some CNAs don't leave out the house for less than 20 an hour. And then on top of that, in healthcare, you getting sign-on bonuses, you getting tuition reimbursement. I should have been taking that money and putting it straight towards my student loans. We got married young. We had a whole lot of things to learn. And I just know that this new chapter in our life, because I'm so grateful, my marriage has been in a way better place. Like, I remember we got married when we was 21. So met when we was 19. So we had a lot to learn, but I feel like that's all behind. It is all behind us, and we pushing forward. And it's just like everything has been clicking, y'all. It started clicking last year. It literally, like, when I was about to graduate with my RN, like, something jolted in me, and it started back then. But any home, it's possible wherever you at, CNA, LPN, RN, whatever, if you're in healthcare. But don't go to school for that BSN because they tell you, oh girl, you're gonna be able to pay it back. Oh dude, bro, you're gonna be able to, unless you know in your mind that you are going to do it. Otherwise, you're more than likely just gonna be putting yourself in further hole, I should say. Putting yourself in a further hole because you're making more, and you're probably spending more. And on top of that, our mind, as in healthcare, as CNAs and nurses, we already got that quick money. We can make this, hey, I can just type of thing. Or the payment's only $600 a month. The payment's only, I can do that. That's only amount of shifts. Okay, I can make that happen. What if ain't no shifts available? What if you tired? What if you don't feel like doing it? How long you gonna be able to do that for? What if you get behind? What if something happen? How you gonna take care of it? Or is it worth it? Or can you give yourself 6 months to save up and just pay for it outright? Can you? I don't know. You probably could. But I want to take this trip. I want to be out here in Bali. I want to do. You can do it. I'm not saying don't do it, child, because it's happening, child. It's gonna happen for me, y'all. Even before all the debt get paid off. Okay, but we gonna be on the plan. But it's gonna happen. It's happening. But I just probably not Bali, but because my thing is, I feel like in order for me to really, the thing also is like, in order for me to really enjoy my life, like I want to know that I'm completely free from all of this. I'm completely free from all this. Like I said earlier in the video, it's plenty of people sitting up in nursing homes right now that cannot afford to be there. They can't. The government is paying for them to be there. Did y'all know that back in the day, nursing homes was called debtor's prison? Debtor's prison. Okay? People would go there because they ain't had no money to go nowhere else. And this is where they was at. Now, this is what I was told. This was secondhand information, child. I don't know if this is true, but this is what I was told. And it makes sense to me because a lot of them people in them situations, they cannot afford it. Think about how much it costs to be in a nursing home. You're in a little bitty room with a twin size bed with a neighbor right there. Only thing separating you from the smell of them getting their butt wiped by that CNA that's on her phone. You. That's talking to her baby daddy, talking all type of stuff. Only thing that's separating you is that curtain. And you smell all that poop, and you paying $200, $300 a month to live there. No, a night. I'm sorry, not a night. I mean, not a month, a night. So you paying probably 8 to 10,000, if not more, to share a room with somebody in a twin size bed, and your breakfast is some cold eggs with no seasoning on it, some lumpy oatmeal that ain't got no cinnamon, no raisins, no little walnuts, apple slices, nothing. You got some oatmeal, no butter, no milk, no nothing. And you can barely get somebody to come over to come feed you. That's your life. I didn't want that die. I'm gonna die with this debt. Okay. And I'm not saying this to like I'm above all of it. But it's just like when you think about this is ridiculous. This is freaking ridiculous. People cannot afford to live longer than a certain age, for real. And then when I realized, I was like, girl, you negative a certain amount. Like, no, that's why I'm being honest with y'all. Because I'm just like, no, this because it ain't going to be for long. I know it ain't going to be for long. Because I was just like, you are making good. You can make good money, Brandy. You can. You could be you could definitely do it. But I'm staying well below my means. And we're going to take care of this. I remember I had a patient. And I was just like, how the hell was it that back in the day, Grandma was at home, okay, taking care of them children. Granddad didn't even have a freaking high school diploma, and they was able to have a house, take care of 3 kids, have a pension, do this, do that, maybe go to Branson for the summer or something. I don't know. And shoot, they did all of that, and they had one income. How was that possible? When nowadays people be having 2 incomes and they like where? Like they trying to figure out like what how did I get here? And I remember I asked the patient, I can picture her face. I can just remember her because I loved the way she washed her hands. She was she was an old little Jewish lady washing her hands so good. I mean, she was like cleaning them. And I never rushed. I just let her wash her hands. I just sit there, And I was like, how did y'all do it? She said, honey, we lived below our means. And I was like, okay. Because, of course, cost of living has changed and all that. But the wages were still the wages. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are making astronomical amounts of money now, especially in healthcare. This money wasn't like this back in the day, child. It wasn't. I don't care what nobody say. It wasn't like how it is nowadays. I was looking at the hospital that's giving $20,000 sign-on bonus. Now, that's $16,000 probably after tax right then and there. And they was giving like the next freaking paycheck. That could pay off somebody's car right now. Cha-ching. That's $300, $400 in your pocket every month. And all you did was start working at a job that you was going to work anyways. They wasn't doing it like that back. I just don't think they was. Especially like LPNs. LPNs was barely even like, especially black nurses. They had us sweeping and mopping and shit back in the day. Like, it wasn't like that back in the day. It just wasn't. Now, granted, college probably cost you, I don't know, $1,500, but $1,500 was probably the equivalent of, I don't know, $8,000 now. I don't freaking know. I don't know the math. But if you think about it, what really is the difference? Because there's plenty of people right now who are living below their means, making a good amount of money and taking care of things. You hear about teachers that be like, you hear about people be like, I only make $24,000 a year and I was able to pay such and such amount off of debt in a year. I'm like, what? But it's that mindset. When you know that money is coming in, it's like you feel invincible, or you feel like I deserve this, or you feel like I'm gonna be able to catch up. And honestly, at some point, like, you got to make a plan to catch up. You just can't say I'm gonna get there, because honestly, you're gonna want more, and you're gonna keep. And I think this is why God has not blessed us with a house yet, because we needed to be. We, for one, I know what's coming for me and my family. For one, and for two, it was something that had to change within us that will allow it to come in. Because when it comes in, I don't want to have a whole bunch of debt sitting on top of me. I want to be able to decorate my house. I want to be able to have that $5,000 sitting there in case whatever happen, whenever something happened to that house. I want to, as soon as we get the house, we going on vacation, and we good, and we come home to our house, and we're like, oh my gosh, I came back to my home, like I love it, like yay. And I want that. And so I wouldn't have been able to do that back in the day. We didn't have the right mindset back in the day. So I'm okay. We might have not even been in a position to pay off debt like we're gonna be in, like we're in right now, back in the day, if we had done it. So I'm okay with that. My kids are still young. Um, and yes, I want to be ready. Yes, Tawanda, like I want to be ready for it. And like I said, I think it's gonna come sooner than I thought, because it's just already there. And the light bulb has clipped. Like I said, I'm woken up now. I'm woke, child. I'm done drinking the Kool-Aid. At first, I said to drink the Ramsey Kool-Aid, but I stopped drinking the American Kool-Aid. Okay, the American Kool-Aid, I stopped it. Child, I don't want it. I mean, that ice blue Kool-Aid back in the day, that blue Kool-Aid, child, that blue Kool-Aid was fire back in the day. Like, dang, it was so good. Y'all know what up that light blue Kool-Aid? Man, that light blue Kool-Aid was so good. It was like a little tartness, but like sweetness, and then like that blue, child, that damn Kool-Aid was fire. Ooh, I ain't had Kool-Aid in a long time. Yeah, was it ice blue? Wasn't it called like ice blue? I don't know. Oh no, yeah. Oh, I need to drink some water. But I just want to come on and say that if you're gonna do it, really think about, yes, the American Kool-Aid. If you're going to do it, really sit with yourself. If you're married, if you're in a relationship, whatever, parents, sit with your parents, or even sometimes people will try to convince you, because you got to think the people that's giving you the advice, are they in the mindset of being a debtor? They're gonna say, girl, if you pay that off, da 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 gonna happen, or girl, you got plenty of time to pay that off. But then what if you have a baby? Is the one of the Now people say you're never gonna be ready to have a child, but it'd be nice to have a child with no debt, making nurse money, and so that while you were having, making and baking that baby, you can save up some money and know that you're good. It feel good. It feel way better. It feels good. I know it's gonna feel good to be able to send my kids to college and knowing that they're gonna come out. If they decide to go, like, who knows, but if they come out, they're gonna have that degree. They're gonna actually appreciate the degree because they worked for it, not just the actual work, but either they was working to pay for it, or they're gonna understand money. They're gonna understand what that means to have that degree. But I think sometimes when you just say it's a student loan that paid it, it's not the same energy. It's just not. Now, this is coming from somebody who, like I said, my RN degree was paid for, but this was after me having to work so hard to get to that point and paying 5 years of prerequisites out of pocket. 5 years. And so, if you're going to do it, just really be mindful, be intentional, have a plan for yourself. I'm not in the mindset of like, just don't do no loans, but it's help out there. There could be some smarter choices. Instead of going straight for your BSN, perhaps get your LPN first. Come out of school with your LPN, and you might, I'm not saying, I ain't all the way Dave Ramsey. He'd be like, child, go, what? Rice and beans and rice. Stay with your mama. Stay in that basement and for a year. I mean, you could stay with your parents if you got that luxury. Stay with your parents for a year with the LPN money, and stack it up, and you'll be real good after a year. You'll be real good. But if you're gonna do it, say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and attack these student loans in a year. I mean, in my mind, I was just like, I'm gonna get these student loans. It was like $17,000, because it's around 18,000 now because I'm looking at my loans right here as I'm having this conversation, manifesting this out of my life. It's gone. I'm free. I was thinking I'm gonna be able to pay that off within a certain amount of time. In my mind, I'm logically saying this makes sense to go get this degree and go into this much debt because I'll be able to pay it off. But I wasn't actually serious. Like I said, student loan, pay back who? No way. I'm keeping that. I'm dying with that. Y'all gonna have to just, and then you people be out here dying and they kids gotta do GoFundMe's and all this extra stuff to pay for them to, and it's no tea, no shade because life happens. Shit, life happens, but you want your life, you want things to be set up. And I'm not saying that I ain't gonna croak tomorrow, but at least my mindset has changed, okay? Hopefully, by the time it happened, your girl got some money and I'm leaving my kids with something. I'm leaving them with something, and ain't nobody got to go beg for no money from nobody to bury my black ass, okay? Now, I'm not saying it might happen, child. I don't know. But the goal is to get to the point where I can pay for myself to be buried or at least cremated. Because I really do think I want to get cremated. Yeah, I don't think I want to get buried. What y'all think? Anyways, but just if you're gonna do it, like I said, have an actual tangible, like make a promise to yourself. I don't care if you gotta write it down after you sign that loan agreement, print it out or whatever, and write on the back, dear Deborah, we are going to make sure that I am so grateful, scripted. I am so grateful that I have my nursing degree and that I have been able to pay off $20,000 in student loan debt. I paid it off early and I saved myself $5,000 in interest. Now my money that I make from my amazing, fulfilling job as a nurse, career, okay? My fulfilling career as a nurse, all that money can go towards paying for my house. Script it right on the back of there, tape it on a vision board, put it somewhere, do something, put it in a box somewhere, and you revisit it, put it in your journal, do something, affirm that it's taken care of, and really make that promise with yourself that's gonna get taken care of. And people think that's woo-woo, but y'all, that's real. That ain't woo-woo, that's real. Okay, because just put in your mind like, oh, I'm gonna pay it on that. No, you need to say, I'm gonna do this. This is how much money I'm gonna pay each month. It's gonna take this amount of time for me to do it. If my pay is going up $10 more an hour, maybe I could live with that $5 more for myself if I want to, if I need it, if it's gonna be, whatever. And that other $5 more that I was making, that can go towards paying something off. Yay, good job, Tawanda. Y'all paying off y'all mortgage. Like, I'm just looking forward to that, where all my money is just going towards my mortgage. Boom, 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 boom. Because I was just like, I didn't know that you could pay off a mortgage in like 5 years. I didn't even think that was, but it's just like, if you have that income potential, which it's there, I was like, you can do this. Like, there's no reason why you should be not having the money that you need to do what you want to do and live the life you want. There's no reason why. It just ain't. It's why I tell myself, like, it's possible. It's possible for you. Claim it. God had already blessed you. And that's the thing, like, I'd be like, I want to be more abundant. I want to just attract abundance into my life. And it's just like, girl, you went to nursing school for free. You actually got paid to become an RN. You are a well-bodied individual. You have 8 years experience as a nurse. If you ain't wealthy, I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, that's the abundance right there. God and gave you the whole plug. They're like, you the bag. Like, go do what you gotta do. Just keep praying for continued strength. Okay, affirm that you have continued strength and perseverance. Okay, and joy in your heart to take care of folks and live your life. Okay. See, that's what we're doing, Tawanda. We've like really brought our income, not our income, our expenses down, and we're planning on bringing them down even more, so that basically all of my husband's income goes towards paying towards our house. I mean, not our house, towards our expenses, so that whatever I'm bringing in, which is a decent amount, it just go towards everything else. And just even having that, it feels so good. Like, just knowing that it's possible, it feels so good. It feels so good. So I was like, yeah, I'm asking for all this. And it's like, God finally showed me, like, you have it. And I did want to take a break and work on my business and do all that. But as I was working on my business, I kept having this feeling like this is not satisfying to me as much as I thought it was going to be, because I'm taking money in my business to put towards the house. I'm looking and realizing, like, man, it's something. I was starting to feel upset with myself. Like, you can make good money, um and but yet stuff is like, you need to pay stuff down, but you want to focus on this business. It just came to me that it's not the time. It's just not the time. This is your time to use what you have been given. You had all of that debt taken care of for the college that I went to beforehand, where I had to release my transcripts even to get into LRN school. No, let's back it back. You was able to pay for your prerequisites for 5 years. You was blessed to pay for your prerequisites for 5 years. Then you was blessed so that about $11,000 of college debt was wiped away, so you could get your student loans. I mean, not your student loans. So you can get your transcript, so you can get into a nursing program. Then you was blessed to still make money as an LPN within that program. Then you was blessed for your children to be able to get daycare while you was in school, and the school paid for it. Then you was blessed to not even pay for your RN degree. You walked away with a whole freaking RN degree that could make you 100K easily a year with your experience you have as an LPN. You was blessed with all of that and walked away with all of that and didn't pay nothing for it. You have already received the blessing. You need to take it and use it and run and take this next blessing and take care of all of this, so you can bless your children, so you can bless other people. Like, come on, girl, get it together. Wake up. And I did. I woke up, y'all. I woke up, y'all. What's up? I'm up now. I woke up. I woke up. I got out of my feelings. I got out of, like, I told y'all, being married for 10 years. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm so grateful we out of that. I'm so grateful. Like, I'm just so grateful. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful that I feel like we have matured as a couple, as individuals, and we really are walking into our next blessing in life. And it does kind of feel weird sometimes, 'cause I'm like, do I really deserve this? But it's just like, you already received so much. So just allow it to happen to you, because you, like I said, be able to bless your children. I don't know where things are going to go for me next as far as being able to help other people outside of me, because that's really my goal, is to be able to, I want to send some folks to nursing school and I ain't got to pay for it. I'm willing to build a nursing school that's completely free, like, ain't free, because I was like, if I can do that, why not? Why can't everybody do that? Why can't everybody go to school for free? Like, it needs to happen. Somebody got to start this shit. I don't care if I'm doing 5 students a year, like, well, maybe not a year, maybe a semester. Like, I don't care. We're going to start somewhere. Like, it needs to happen, because everybody should be in a position where they're able to take care of themselves, their family, and their generations, and break these curses. Like, legit. So that's it. Let me look at some of y'all comments. Do you think taking a scholarship for nursing home while you work as a senior? Yeah, heck yeah, that's what I did. I was working as an LPN, and part of that, honestly, I did the tuition reimbursement, and that was helping me. I did it when I was. Did I do it when I was a CNA? No, because I wasn't working enough hours to do it. Or was I? No, I was working enough hours. I can't remember if I did it as a CNA. I think I didn't want to get a loan, because they had an option to get a loan, but you had to stay there for a certain amount of time for it to be forgiven. But yeah, I did it as an LPN. I was getting a tuition reimbursement. It was like $700, like every other something months or something. After taxes, it came up to like $700. I think it was like $1,200, like 4 times a year. Yeah, it was like twice a year, $1,200, and by after taxes, it was like $700, which isn't a huge amount, but hey, it was helping me. Kansas, I'm next to Kansas because I'm in Missouri. Kansas offers a state grant for all nursing students that they have to work for 4 years in Kansas as a way of paying off the grant. Oh, okay. You know what? We have some stuff here in Missouri too. I just never filed for it. They got one here in Missouri. Yes, we earned it, honey. Come on. I need to do this, but never used financial aid before. Not sure if to do a LPN or RN, but it's bills and car note. You need to do what? Use financial aid for when you go to school. But yeah, I honestly feel like if you use these jobs, because nurse BSN, child, I ain't paying for that. Somebody job ought to pay for it. Somebody facility finna pay for that BSN. Okay. I'm not paying for it, but I'm gonna get it, and somebody else gonna pay for it. And child, if I go for the CRNA, somebody gonna pay for that too. No, hey, I'm gonna claim it. You have not, cause your ass not. So somebody gonna pay for that too. Um, yes, that's the thing, Richard, Florida. Child, these for-profit colleges is gonna get you. I got a whole video I need to do for that, but I'm kind of like tired of it, and I don't know how them comments gonna look. But them for-profit colleges, woo, they out here just robbing people, snatching edges left and right. Okay, they out here, everybody ass is out. Okay, but they tell people, yes, it's high, da da da. But I don't want to wait for this. I don't want to wait to do all these prerequisites to go to, I don't know, to get into the program. I just want to jump right in. Them 2 years that you could have put towards doing them prerequisites and getting them probably paid for free by financial aid is gonna save you 10, 20 years of paying for a student loan unless you come out paying for it. It's gonna save you, child. It's gonna save you money on the back end. It really is. Those 2 years gonna save you plenty of years and plenty of money and plenty of headaches, and it's gonna save you. Trust and believe. Some people, they really are desperate to get into a program or to just say I'm in nursing school. They so desperate to do it, and these schools will woo you and bamboozle you into bed. And no Vaseline. It's no Vaseline there. It's just straight raw. And you sitting back and you feel like you dating gave you a favor, and you barely even got clinical sites. You barely even got teachers that know what the hell they doing. You barely able to pass English. Like, or if you freaking, God forbid, fail one class, you still owe that school all this money. And not all these schools are good schools here to actually support you. But grown folks gonna do what grown folks gonna do. I'm just saying, be mindful, be intentional, and really give yourself a plan of how you're gonna take care of it. Maybe some people, I know, like somebody would tell me in Florida, I don't know what part of Florida, they was just like, really, only thing we got here is a for-profit school. And child, we know with Florida, child, I don't know what they got there. I don't even think they got schools. No, I'm just playing, just playing. But yes, I need to do nursing and use financial aid. I just don't want to mess it up by picking. Hmm. What you mean you don't want to mess it up? Is resume, what is it? Rasmussen Nursing. Is that like a for profit school, and you say you don't want to waste it with that, or you saying you don't want to waste it on the LPN? Don't think about when it comes to the financial aid, just use it if it's going to go towards your degree. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like I'm only gonna have enough, I don't know if that's what you're saying, but if you feel like you only gonna have enough financial aid for your LPN, use it for your LPN and just save up for your RN. And yes, they do have a weird program. I think here in St. Louis it was like 5,000. In Illinois it was like 11,000. But this was like 8 years ago, child. This was when I first was in nursing school. Man, I need some water. It was when I'm looking like, I got some more water here? I ain't got no water. I thought I actually tried to give me some water, child. Dang, some Kool-Aid, right? But anywho, yes, the weird program. This is like 8 years ago, so it's probably even more now. There's resources to help you with school. Like, I didn't even know that the community college was gonna pay for childcare. I had no freaking idea they was gonna pay for it. That was a huge blessing. That was a huge blessing, y'all, just to get that. So, I feel like community college, they actually are there for the freaking community. It's just people be so much in their ego, and they be like, oh, I don't want to go to junior college. I want to go to the shiny, pretty Chamberlain and get my BSN. So I don't want to go back to school. Some people had that mindset too. Like, I just don't want to have to go back to school. Okay. Just weigh your options, man. Just weigh your options and say, would I rather not go back to school, or do I want to come out of school making a really good amount of money and able to pay for my next round of school? instead of paying towards this student loan debt while trying to pay off this car, while being tired of living in my apartment, or tired of living in this and want to debate, or tired of having this mortgage over my head, tired of doing all this, or tired of living with my parents, or tired of living with this dude that I don't want to live with, but hey, child, bills got to get paid, man. Like, old crusty, rusty, and ashy. You got to live with and deal with because the money ain't right. See, like, who wants to do that? Like, who wants to do that? But yes, it is a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup. And the main reason why I'm talking all this is just because I was thinking like this. Yeah, I didn't think I had to pay them student loans off. It says I have 2 LPNs willing to pay. Oh, you have 2. What are you scared about? Come on now. Come on now. Look, we walking into abundance. Hey, if you heard on YourFavNurseB channel, we walking into abundance. It's 44 people here. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. 44, honey. 4, that's 8. That's 8. 8 is the number of abundance. 4, that's stability. That's foundation. Like, it's here. It's here. Either you gonna claim it or you gonna sit back and be scared about it. Either you gonna claim it and be like, you know what? I'm scared. Heck, I'm not really scared, but I have my apprehensions about going. I'm about to go work in a hospital now. But child, scare money don't make no money, okay? Scare money don't make no money. It really don't. I'm just gonna keep affirming, asking that, and asking God, asking the universe, source, energy, higher self, angels, guides, everybody, come through, ancestors, ground me, protect me, and guide me through this next journey in my life, because it's either I move forward or I die. Either I move forward or I become stagnant. I become bitter. I revert. Some people revert. Okay, you shrivel up. You heard of atrophy? The muscle starts to atrophy. It starts to shrink down, or the body starts to contract. You're reverting back into this space unless you allow yourself to stretch and open up and move forward. Just ask for guidance. No matter what your belief systems, just ask for guidance. Ask for protection. Ask for help. And the people are going to help you. The people going to come. So many times we build up all this fear and anxiety within our mind. And guess what? We never take an action. We never take action. So in our mind, your mind don't have to stop. This is why you still have freaking dreams. Your mind is not stopping. The mind is a computer. It's going to keep doing what it do. This is why you can still breathe while you sleep. Your mind ain't going nowhere. So your mind can talk you in and out of anything. Your mind can talk you into doing something that you would have never thought you would do, whether it be good or bad, happy or sad. Like, it can talk you into anything, but it's not until you take that first step, until you take action towards what you want. It's not until you do that you start to realize, like, this really wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It just wasn't. This is why I think it's so good to just start writing. When you had that anxiety and all that fear and everything, just start writing. I got a whole dry erase board over here. I don't even know if I can see it, but I got this whole dry erase board over there. And when I'll just start writing stuff. My kids be on there drawing a little flower. I just start writing stuff just to get it out of my mind, to get myself out of this. Because sometimes your mind can be a jail. But it's like, you ever thought, like, damn, I don't feel like cleaning. I don't feel like cleaning off it. Then you get up and you finally get off your ass and you clean up. And then 30 minutes then pass and the whole room clean. You're like, man, that's all it took. It took for me to clean this thing off. That's all I had to do. You like, damn, I should have just did it. I should have just been did this. So many people be like, I should have been did it. And all that time and passed. But that's when people start to get themselves tripped up too. They be like, I should have been did this. And if I would have just started this, I would have been. You can't do it. You can't think like that. Everything happened for a reason. My mama always told me that everything happened for a reason, and everything just got a season. It's just a lesson you had to learn. Some people, they hard-headed. It take them forever to learn that goddamn lesson. It take them forever to learn a lesson. It take stuff to happen to them that's irrevocable. Yeah, irrevocable for them to be able to even wake up. So either you move yourself or the universe, God, source, energy gonna move you, and you might not like it, and you still might not learn your lesson. So just take the leap of faith, man. Just go out there. I agree with you on the debt issue. I don't even know if you was saying you was afraid to do that or you was afraid to pick which school. But that message was for somebody, chat. Raven Parker, I love the name Raven. Says, I agree with you on the debt issue. I'm currently taking my prereqs for LPN school, and I'm going to a community college. All expenses paid for. Yes, 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 yes. This title let me hear the school is. I'm going to. Yeah, it's expensive. I don't know, man. It feel good, but like I said, make sure that once you come out, you not you live within, you live like how you living right now, child. Live like how you living right now. Live like how you living right now, man. I'm telling you, at least do it for like 6 months. Even just 6 months of you living like that and maybe paying down some stuff could make years of difference in your life. It really can. And this is coming from somebody who got 2 kids. Both my kids about to be in school. I got a kindergartner and a preschooler, and we're in a townhome. We're renting right now, and it's all in me to be like, let's buy a house, let's make this happen. But we really like no, because when it come, we want this and then the third. We gonna stay in the townhouse, child. We gonna make it work. It's okay. Them kids is cool. It's okay. Might have to get a new couch or something, just spruce it up or whatever. But it's okay. Half this time we gonna be working. They gonna be in school. So it is what it is. Yeah, them private school. That's where I went to first too. When I first went to college, private school. Woo! You ain't got no other options. You ain't got no other options. I'm just saying. I don't know. Just have a plan, man. Make a plan. But this is coming from somebody who is going to. I don't even say this as a sacrifice, man. I just see this as I'm making a promise to myself to be in the best position I can be in the next 3 years. It's already affirmed. It's already there. So, because I want my babies, yeah, I want them to be in a better position with, going to school and a better home and this and the third. I want all of those things, but I want some other things around it too. Okay? I want some other things around it too. I want, if they so good at sports that hey, they can have the best coaches, they can go on all their trips, they can go on their senior trips, they can go over they can go over to this country. I want them to have all of that without me sitting here trying to piece it together. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with doing that, because hey, you gotta make a way, child. Mama's gonna make a way. But I want to pin myself down and make this work for my family right now. Me and my husband. Child, I'm making him drink the Kool-Aid too. So that brandy, that yak, that cognac, you get a little brandy in your life. I do have other options, but I'm trying to get done quickly. Laugh out loud. I'm second guessing it though. I kind of want to go. It's the reason why you made it to this video. You about to lose your job, dang. But yes, hey, it's the reason why I get it. You wanted to go quick, but think about how long it's gonna take you to pay that back. And you really should pay it back so you can be wealthy. Ain't that the point of us getting these degrees, so that we can be wealthy? That we want to actually have wealth and not just have income, but have so much debt. Yeah, you're making the money, but you got all this freaking debt. Like you're poor. Sometimes you gotta just be like, you know what? I'm in a bad situation financially. I'm getting out of it. I'm doing my best, but it's just like. But like I said, if just look at your options. It's a reason why. It's a reason why you're here. And I don't want to put it out there, but God forbid, if anything were to happen to you, think about how much you would have to pay that school back. It's too many people out here with student loan debt, myself included. I got over $50,000 in student loan debt, about let's say $54,000 in student loan debt from a school that I went to when I was 16 and 17 years old, for a degree that I never received. Make it make sense. It's too many people that go through a program, they failed at one class, and they still got all this money to pay back. In the school, what they come to you saying, oh, you can sign up for our respiratory therapist class, or you can do da-da-da class, you can do all that. It's going to be another $30,000, but you can do it. Come on over. Or wait till this semester to get it done. It's just too much. Oh, you said you canceled the school earlier today, and I don't want that debt. You were so right. Thank you, Brandy. In the universe. Yay, go on, Richard. And my state has a free 2-year community. Girl, I don't know if you a girl. What state you in? What state are you in? You about to lose your job. What state you in? Forget that time. Maybe you need that time. It's okay. It's okay. You are being given something that not everybody have. $60,000. Is it for a BSN degree? $60,000. And here I am, like I said, somebody paying for my BSN. It's RN to BSN programs. It's like $6,000 online. Capella University, child. Look up Vera Vanessa. She went there. Tennessee is called Tennessee Reconnect. Okay. I'm currently a medical assistant. Okay, girl, you already. Now I don't know. I know medical assistants it's not the same as far as y'all being able to pick up, like agency and things like that. But you can do it. Go to that community college. Take advantage of that. That's the plug. And you come out with no debt, man. If you don't, child, let me go to Tennessee. You said 25. Oh, dang, I'm a little old, but I want to get another degree or something else. Shoot. I currently work 9 to 5 clinic 5 days a week. I have my science prerequisites left plus math and can't find any online classes that offer online labs as well. I'm on the verge of quitting my job. Why are you on the verge of quitting your job? You said, oh, shoot, hold on, y'all. Why are you on the verge of quitting your job? I need a pillow to sit on. Woo! Why are you on the verge of quitting your job? Because you just tired of it, or what? Y'all was supposed to do my exercises for therapy for my arm. I ain't did none. I'm over here just talking. I'm an esthetician right now, so I want to incorporate. Yeah, I seen a lot of I knew somebody. She was a esthetician, and we was in RN school together. She was an esthetician. She was a yoga instructor. She taught dance classes, like all this stuff. And now she had nursing on top of it. I'm like, girl, gone, girl. I ain't had no kids. She was still like, I think she was in her 20s. I was like, do it, girl. Yes, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. You got all these talents that you're already using on top of you out to bring in this money as a nurse. Oh, girl, you killing the game. You killing the game. You killing them. Look at Finish University. I think they offer online labs. Okay, there we go. There we go. Devin RN. Thank you. Portage, whatever. Portag College offer online labs but expensive. Okay. There you go. It might, but the thing is that you have to realize that you're gonna have to take prerequisites in your nursing program, especially if it's BSN. Those first 2 years of that program are going to be prerequisites. There's no nursing program without prerequisites. Either they build it into the program. Like with me for my LPN, we had to take accelerated prerequisites. So we took accelerated A&P, human growth and development. Yeah, we took, that was the only like prerequisite we took, and that was part of the program. And it was right at the beginning. So the thing with these BSN programs, you think, I just want to jump into the school and just be da. You're still going to do 2 years of prerequisites. Now they might try to pump fake you and give you like a little nursing terminology course or little course in the beginning. So you'd be like, yeah, I'm in nursing school, girl. But baby, you still gonna be doing them. This is why prereqs, you're still gonna be doing them. This is why some of these 4-year colleges, BSN programs, will allow you, some of them, to go do your prerequisites at a community college and then transfer them into their school because it's the same classes, but it's 3 times as much money. Oh, they're not giving you the time for school. I hear you. And you know what? Maybe it's another job out there for you that can give you that flexibility. That's why I really think that when you go to school, you said this is a sign. I literally took my T's today. I would say really, really sit with it, and but don't put yourself through, especially if you haven't. This is what I was. Dave Ramsey. He was like he was giving us like 5 years. So like I'm 32. He was like, your 42-year-old self is gonna either be grateful for what you did or looking at you like, you dummy, why did you do that? Like, come on now, we could have did better. And I ain't trying to call you dumb, but you have an opportunity. You have a great opportunity. Just because you're going to take this time, you're going to already have to do the prerequisites. You're going to already have to do it. $60K is not worth it. That's a lot of money. After probably the time that it takes you to pay off that loan, unless you go balls to the walls paying it off, which why would you? That's 60. Think about it. If you buy, just think about it. If you buy a $200,000 house and you put 10% down on that house, which is what, $20,000, right? And then maybe your closing cost is like $10,000. You put, and then maybe you need like maybe 5,000 more just for something else, razzle dazzle, right? Maybe pay off some debt or something so your credit score can be good. That's $35,000 that you put towards that house, and then you'll still have, what's that? How much will you still have, y'all? 15,000, 40. How much would you have? 25,000. Somebody do the math. If you say it was 30,000, because my math is off right now. Say it's 30,000 you put towards that house, right? Your closing costs, your down payment of 10%, pretty decent down payment. You would still have $30,000 left over after you bought a $200,000 house. That's how much that freaking schooling is costing you. I'm not saying that your earning potential is not going to be there as a nurse. But ain't nothing like getting out of school and you sitting at $500 a month towards paying off a student loan. And who knows how long it's going to take you to pay that off. Unless you go hard. And unless you decide I'm not going to live above my means. Think about how long it's going to take. And you could have did it for free $99. You could have did it for free. And it might have taken you maybe 2 more. It's not even going to take you that long. It's not. When I tell you that time goes by, that time goes by. It just does. It's only in a... Now, girl... It's in Galen. Yeah, I've heard of Galen. I was looking at them when I was thinking about moving to Texas. I was looking at them. And that's only an associate's degree. Oh, child, girl, run. I'm telling you right now, this is the sign, okay? This is you better run. There's no reason. You already answering your own, you're already doing it. You know that you shouldn't be doing this. You know you shouldn't. It do be funny, child. Let me see. Yes, but I do know somebody, like I said, that was an esthetician and she wanted to become a nurse. I've even talked to some people who only become a nurse because they want to go into what is it called? Aesthetic nursing or something like that, which I think seems pretty fun. I agree with you. Okay, let me see. Trying to see if any of y'all. Now, this, I don't know if you're still here. Tracine Salisbury. Is 50 too old to go back to school? No, it's up to you. Shoot. It's up to you, man. 50. I went to school with people in their 50s. I went to some school with somebody. How old was she? Not only was she older, I think she was in her 50s. I think so. She was like the age of the teachers, if not older. She was older than a lot of our teachers. Not only was she in her 50s, but this woman, first language wasn't even English. Her language wasn't even English, child. Now she spoke well. She understood it enough to graduate with her associates in nursing and go through all them years of prereqs. And back to I forgot, you about to lose your job? You can finesse them prereqs. You can get that, depending on how you work it, you can have them prereqs done pretty soon. People look at like a 2 years, oh my gosh, 2 years. But think about, COVID was literally, how long ago was COVID, child? 3 years ago? What in your life has changed in 3 years? I had to think about that today. Like, man, it might take me 3 years to pay this debt off and buy a house. But I was just like, where was I at 3 years ago? And had I done this what did I do 3 years ago? I took my ass to nursing school. And now I'm in a position to be saying I can pay off my debt in 3 years. You just noticed it was her name. But so just think about that. Time, people be feeling like time gonna take too long. But really, time is really fast and it's very relative. Here we are in May of 2023. Didn't this year just start? Didn't this year just freaking start? And here we are in May 2023. The time is so relative. And if you're in school and you focus on getting everything done that you need to do, that time is gonna go by. It is. It is. Don't rush into that school because they making it seem like you need to, and you're gonna be in nursing school and you're gonna be still doing prerequisites in nursing school, paying nursing school prices in prerequisites while you're doing your prerequisites and getting an associate's degree. Nothing wrong with that associate's, because child, I got it and I'm grateful for it. Thank you. But December finna be here, child. As soon as 4th of July leave, my birthday the 3rd of July, child. Cash at me, child. But as soon as I can't wait for my birthday, 33, I'm grateful. As soon as 4th of July come by, child, Labor Day, it's before you know it, it's gonna be I wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay, it's just like that. That time go by super fast. It go by fast. And community colleges are good. They here for the freaking community. They are. Your Tennessee is come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Cancer, baby. Cancer, gang, gang. Yes, I need. Okay, let me see what else y'all talking about. I didn't think I was going to be on here for over an hour. I done went on a rant, y'all. It says, I know my granddaddy owned 3 houses. He raised animals, grew his own food. I think a lot of stuff like that helped too. Heck yeah. Yeah. Your children will take advantage of learning from your. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want when people be like, I just want you to do better than I did. Like, I want that for my kids, and I'm gonna make sure they're able to do it. I'm going to make sure they're able to do it. I'm going to make sure they're able to do it. I feel like my mom did the very best that she could do. And my mom, the thing that she instilled in me was the mindset. My mom really worked on my mindset, and I don't think she even realized it. I didn't realize that until this time too. Like, my mom just always had a good mindset about things. She wasn't the best with money. My mom was a hoarder growing up. I didn't realize I was an adult. They're like, dang, my mama was a hoarder. I grew up in a hoarder house, but she was a clean hoarder. Like tags and everything all categorized. She got the buckets full of stuff. Child, she used to, my mom would have big ass, my battery finna go out. My mom had these, I just thought about that. Oh my gosh. She has, I don't even know if she still got them, these big freaking clear tubs of Hot Wheels. For whatever reason, this woman collected Hot Wheels. Big tub of Hot Wheels. She'd line them up. And she had this little like display case of the ones that she opened up because she wanted to just look at them. And she'd have them in there. My mom, child, I don't know. She had cancer too, child. But really, look at Vedic astrology, because we really Geminis. We really Geminis, but that's a whole nother video, a whole nother channel. Check out my other channel. But my mom just always had a good mindset about life. And my mom never was material. Like, she likes material things. She liked nice things, child, but she was never materialistic. She used to, like, she would say stuff like, if you're in the middle of a baseball field, butt naked, who are you? When you strip away this and the Gucci and the Lucci and the Coochie, that's what she would say. When you strip all that away, who are you? Who are you? Like, that's the type of mindset that she had. Now, I do believe that some of her mindset was maybe like poverty mindset, maybe. But for some reason, I just always felt like my mom believed in me. Like, she just instilled in me that I can do it. Like, I am possible. Like, she instilled in me that you can do it. Like, there was this, she just gave me a lot of confidence in my life. Now, she didn't always have the tools to give me the money, the finances, the resources to get there. This is why I have $50,000 worth of debt and student loans for school. I had a business going to, but I learned so much in that experience. I lived in New York by myself when I was 18. Like, I had so much experience. I got friends all over the world. And I met all these different people I used to have, man, just so much, like so much that I was able to be blessed with just in that small time in my life. So, but she gave me the mindset, and I'm just like, now I can give my kids the mindset, the faith, the energy, all of that energy, on top of actually being like, here is the resource. Here is the resource, or I'm gonna teach you to be able to get the resource. So I'm grateful for it, y'all. I've been having so much great gratitude in my life, and I just don't want y'all out here messing up opportunities for yourself or putting yourself in positions where you don't need to be in. You don't have to be in those positions. No. Especially if you're in healthcare. Like, one of the things Dave Ramsey says, he's like, your best wealth builder is your income. And if you in healthcare, CNAs, nurses, CMTs even, the money is there. You can take advantage of it, but you got to make sure you control where it's going. You really got to, even if you just pick up one extra shift a week and that goes straight towards paying off this car note. Pay off that car note, baby. Before you know it, shoot. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? I do want a Jeep, child. That's coming. I'm going to pay it out for cash, though. I'm going to pay cash for that. It's going to be my gift to myself. Maybe that'd be like my 36th birthday gift. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. 37. Maybe 40, child. I need to wait till I'm 40 to buy that dang on Jeep. But it's called YourFavNurseB. Thank you. Has anyone like friends try to doubt you during nursing school or copy you? It's interesting you said that. There is someone who we went to their LPN school together. Y'all need to get some water, but I don't want y'all to freaking leave off this lie. I need to get some water for real. But let me plug up my phone real quick. I'm thirsty. Hold on, y'all, child. I need some agua. Okay. I'm finna put out this candle. It's a little too strong. It's the quiet storm hours, y'all. It's the quiet storm. You are now in the quiet storm with your fave nurse B. Hold on, yeah. Oh, hold on. Oh, check. Can it work that way? Or do I gotta turn it back this way? Okay, I gotta turn it back this way. Okay, hold on. I done about burnt my dang on her on this candle, bending over. Okay. Okay, y'all plugged up now. I think. Okay, y'all plugged up. We got some agua. What you doing, Yaya? Just pour in some agua. Okay. Honey, I was parched. Those chakra needed some attention. Okay, we're about to put the candles out. Gotta put them out, y'all. It's a little too strong. I'm trying to breathe all that in. Is this even a soy candle? It's a little better for you. Okay, y'all, I'm just rambling. Okay, let's get this going. So, hold on. Okay, so I went to school with somebody, right? I think I told y'all about this. I went to school with somebody for my LPN, and I ain't gonna say no ill will about this person, but we had like this group, Facebook group. It was me, her, and like 2 other nurses. We all went to LPN school together, and periodically we would meet up with each other and just kiki and, you know, have our little dinner dates or whatever, just chilling. And me and another person within the group, shout out to you, Jane. I love you, girl. She from Kenya. She was my first friend in nursing school. She had me and her everything lined up with prereqs and everything that we was about to start our nursing program at the same time. Now, she went to a different campus than me, but we end up graduating at the same exact time. So while we're in the group or whatever on Facebook, and the person, we'll call her Stacy. Stacy was like, kept asking questions, and I was like, you know what? Jane probably, we in school right now, so Jane probably ain't even trying to pay attention to her dang on Facebook. And Stacy was like, oh, school, and then put like a throw up emoji. I was like, okay. And then I was just like, because I was just getting, child, this is probably the part of my life where I was purging. And it was just a point of like, okay, you need to rid yourself of this energy. So Stacy did the therapy merge like school, and I was just like, what's that supposed to mean? And I jokingly, I don't even think I was pressed for real. I was jokingly like, girl, stop hating. Don't be hating. And the person was like, Stacy was like, I ain't hating. Because if I wanted to go back for my RN, it wouldn't have took me no 7 years to do it. No 6 years to do it. Because we probably would have been 6 years. No, 6 years to do it. And I'm like, okay, this is how you really feel. Tell them, say it again for the people in the back. So I kind of, and then Jane be in her own world anyways, y'all. Jane finally came into the chat and was like, wait, what happened? What? I don't know what happened. Like, what are we talking about? And I was like, yeah, they are hating. They are hating. Because at some point, that person, Stacy, was working on doing their prereqs for nursing school. And it was just, I guess it was too much. Or maybe they didn't want it like they thought they wanted it. And I think Stacy basically said that I'm okay with being LPN. Somebody got to do a child. That was what that person came to terms with for themselves, to be okay with what they position they was in. Which maybe that's really what it is for that person. I don't know. But when you make snide comments like that, it makes me feel like you are hating. Like that's a hater comment. And then her what do you call it, justification for it was that, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to, I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all that y'all in school. I'm happy because I just can't do it. I just ain't gonna do it. Like, I ain't hating on y'all. So with stuff like that, I just be like, child, it was a reason why we not talking no more. Like, and sometimes I used to keep mean girls around me. I had this thing where, not all the time, but I was okay with having like that mean girlfriend because I'm not gonna be the one to be mean. I make little kiki. I have my kiki moment where I be like, but for the most part, I really am a peacemaker. I like for things to be calm, cool, collected. I don't want no drama. Okay, I don't want no trouble. But if you need the heat, I will bring it. But I really don't like to get into it because I just like for things to be chill, y'all. I like real relaxed situations. Or if we're going to be fired up, like let's be fired up about doing something, about like actually doing something, not being like in drama. But I kept this person around because I liked mean girl energy for some reason. I liked the girls that would be like talking stuff about people, or the one nurse people be like, oh, Stacy, girl, I don't know about Stacy, child. Like, I liked having friends like that because to me, I was like, me and this person get along, child. We kiki. But it could be that this person, they like to feed on your energy. They see the light and they want to feed on it. And I really think that this person, I'm not saying that Stacy is a bad person. I feel like she is who she is. And that's how a lot of people saw it. It's like she just is who she is. So just let her be. And that's how I am too. Like, I try not to, if I'm gonna be cool with you, I'm not gonna, only way I'm gonna try to change you is if I feel like you should be doing better. And usually it has to do with a person's career, honestly. Or like, go to school, girl, like you can do it. Like, that's usually my thing. Like, just do it, girl, just do it. But this person, I didn't feel like that I wanted to change her personality. I was like, girl, be you, child, be you. Because sometimes the stuff you saying, I be thinking it, but I ain't gonna say it. I think that's why I like the mean girl. And I grew out of that stage because I'm like, shoot, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it. If I don't want to say it, I'm just gonna be part of the drama. Like, I just don't want the drama. Or I don't want to think within our friendship, like, question every little thing you say. And I'd be like, was that a dig? Or am I crazy? Then that mess up everything. Like, I ain't got time for that. I don't want, it's 4444. I love it. 4444. That's an angel number. I had to screenshot that. 4444. I love that. Yes, manifest. But yeah, that's to answer your question, long story short. Any tips, study guys, look up the nurse Sam on Instagram. She's an LPN. She makes, I think she does nursing guides and everything. Like, you don't have to be an LPN in an LPN program to use her stuff. She's really creative with like the stuff that she makes. And I think her stuff do really well. So I haven't used it personally, but check out the nurse Sam. From what I can see, she out here grinding. She been doing it for a minute. But definitely go check her out. Let me find out she was mad. Exactly. Have you ever had to retake a semester? If so, which one and how did you do if you had to? I haven't had to do one in nursing, like in the actual nursing program. But I did retake, hold on, y'all. I just thought, did I not monetize this video, child? I don't know. But I did retake one when I was when did I retake a class? Chemistry. I got a video about it. I was working a lot of overtime. I was making some good money, but I was working a lot of overtime, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I ain't never do it again after that. I made sure I took care of what I had to take care of. Can you test out a prereq? Some people do, and also I meant to tell what's her name this too. You're about to lose your job. Depending on if you're the age you are, you might still be within the time period for like if you took certain classes in high school, you may not have to retake them in college. But yeah, pretty brown eyes, yeah, that has happened. And I just feel like with situations like that, you just gotta distance yourself. Don't even give people another chance to disrespect you. And that's another thing. Like, I used to give people chances to disrespect me because I don't like to change people. I like to accept people for how they are and just because I really can't. I feel like I can see people. Okay, you know, like, do that make sense? Like, I can, like, I can see a person. It's how like women are. Like, you can see that person's potential, but like not just men, but like I can see it when a person tell me I want to do this or I'm into this, like I be like yes, like I get fired up. I'm like yes, I can see it, do it, da, 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 make it happen. Like I get fired up, and like sometimes I get like those rose tinted glasses, Libra moon child, rose tinted glasses, and it's like I don't see people for who they really are at that moment, and it's like they keep doing things and saying things that are not right, and I just give them a pass. And I really had to learn that that's not how. That's no. There's no way. There's no way. I can't let you just disrespect me. I just can't. Even if you think it's funny or you try to clean it up or whatever, like I don't. I deserve better than that. I deserve to be around people who I know are here for me, that want to see me win, and they not just like, oh girl, yeah, I want to see you win, just waiting for something to happen, waiting to be like, oh, child, I knew she wasn't going to, waiting to see me in a bad position. No, because them people, if you keep them people around you, them people bring you down. They dim your lights. They dim your light because they're not giving you the energy that you need to be who you are. Because they're giving you one thing, but in actuality, the energy don't lie. You can say have what you want to say, act however you want to act, but the energy, if the energy ain't right, the energy ain't right. It just ain't right. And that's going to affect you. It's going to affect your sense of confidence. You're gonna be wondering like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why is this happening? Because look at the people you got around you. They ain't doing shit. They don't care about you. They don't care about where. And I'm not saying this about that person, Stacy, girl. Live your life, boo. Girl, live your life. We might go out for some drinks or something. I don't even drink, but we might go out or something. I don't know, girl. But, and also people like that. I also used to have this thing where I know how that person is. I know where they stand, but we still gonna be cool. But also, I was just like, am I, if I were to remove this person from my life, perhaps I can make space for somebody else. Same with that job or that relationship or that bad habit that you have that you know ain't doing nothing for you, that's stopping opportunities for you, that's keeping you complacent, whatever it may be, or that person. If you were to relieve yourself from that, you can make room for something else to come in that's really going to probably activate the hell out of you. I mean, fire you up so you can just have exponential growth. You don't know. So environment is so important. You have to protect your energy out here in these streets. Especially if you're in healthcare, child, you're going to be constantly be around people, and it's like you soaking up their energy is real. It's real. This is why a person can come in a room and light up the room. They have this aura that's just like, Like they do something. They inspire you. They fire you up. You just feel liberated. And then you got them people that come around. As soon as you're around, you like, oh, girl, like this person. Like, would you just stop talking? Like, leave me alone. Like, what if he said, I don't want to be here. I want to go home. I'm tired of this church. Ain't that what that little boy said? Ain't that what he said? Now I want to watch that clip. But that's important, y'all. I need to do a whole video about that. Because too many people keep people in situations and things and thoughts that's messing you up. It's stunting your growth. And if you're not aware of it, it could literally, it's like termites. Certain people are termites eating away at your foundation till one day the whole damn thing collapsed and you sitting around wondering what happened. Who shot Jane? Like, you wondering. No, who shot John? Who shot? You wondering what the hell was it? And that person just standing around like, girl, it's okay, girl, you gonna be able to. And a dagger right there in their hand. Like, what? Again, I ain't saying that Stacey is like that. I feel like, child, do you, boo? Like, do you for real? Because I still think she a cool person or whatever. But I had my season with that person, and we might double back around. And she was a great person to hang out with. She was fun. She was a fun time. How about that? You know, sometimes you had them people that are just a fun time. Sometimes you got them people, you go to them when you be like, man, I want to make this move. Like, what do you think I should do? And this person's a sounding board for you. Then you had them people you go to when, you know, you need to reminisce. You know, that you need to go back down memory lane. I saw this photograph. Like, you need to go down memory lane. They just give you that good vibe. And you got them people that no matter where you are in life, it's just somehow y'all just come back together. That's how it is with me and my friend Kathy. We've been friends for over 20 years. Met when we was 9 years old. Shout out to you, Catherine. You just had them people that it's just like it just come back together. These people remind you of who you truly are. It's always good to have at least that one person. I don't care if it's your mama, child. That one person who reminds you of who you are as an individual. When you had that one person around that knew you before you even knew you before you allow the world to define you. When you got them people around, child, they're the ones, man. They're the ones. Especially if they are people who have elevated in life along with you. And I'm not just talking about status. I'm talking about people who they have matured. They have emotionally matured to a certain point where you can still vibe with this person. It's like somehow this person is not there just for a season. These are evergreens. Like, it's a blessing to have somebody like that. It's truly a blessing. Don't let them people go in your life. Don't let them go. Don't mess up that relationship. And we was kind of, me and Kathy did have some of them. I was like, I don't think we friends no more, child. I don't think we friends no more. But she had so much going on in her life that I had to just get out of my little head and be like, you know what? Like, she's just trying to take care of her life. She really is. And she holding it down, baby. So, yeah, that's that. Let me look at y'all talking about. I'm happy to see you. This is my first time. Oh, what's up, Cody? Let's see. Late night quiet storm vibes. The RNN edition. I'm here for it. The RNN edition. Haha, that makes sense. Now, laugh out loud. I used to feel heaviness when a manager at my old job came around. It's like it's time to leave. Bye. Yes. Richard said energy is real, honey. Preach. Love seeing your face in hallways. Motivation on the graduation photo. I'll be telling everybody. I watch her on YouTube. Aw. I need to go up there and get my compilation photo, man. So you were in St. Louis? How did you manage school with small kids? So I'm married and my husband was with the kids a lot while I was in school. And also I worked agency. I was an agency nurse. So I was able to that helped me to not have to actually be at somebody's job for real. That helped me to have more flexibility and still make money. And like I said earlier, my kids were in where were they at? They were at the daycare on campus while I was in school. So that helped a lot too. That they were there on campus. But my husband was a huge help. I mean, sure, we support each other And now he about to be in school. So this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a very interesting dynamic in our relationship, the switch, the old switcheroo. But yeah, I do have a video with Kathy actually. I think it's two videos. No, it's probably one video where she's talking about how she managed being a single mom in nursing school. She's married now, and she's actually planning on going back to school to become a nurse midwife. Whoop whoop. She's gonna do so great. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for her. And she's married. She's got two kids. She's thinking about having another one child. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna have to get pregnant with you because we want our kids to grow up together. And I'm like, girl, I don't know, child. I don't know if I'm ready. Would you say you had security doing? Hell yeah, it was there. The money was there. Nowadays, it is starting to slow down. I would say definitely have more than one. Yeah, OB. I know. I think yeah, I could see it being draining. But maybe at the nurse midwife level, like you're doing bedside, but it's not like bedside. Child. But anywho, what was I gonna say? Right now, agency, at least in my area, I'm not saying like you can't get shifts, but for what I'm looking for, child, like I barely want to leave the house for less than $45. If it's like even $45, I'd be like, damn, do I really want to go to work? Do I really want to do this? So yeah, it's the shifts are out there, but it's just a matter of how much you're willing to leave the house for. So it's definitely shifts, but I would say get more than one agency. And you may also want to just have a PRN on the side in case you just need to have that more, consistent. Like, okay, I need to plan out my whole month and I need to make sure my shifts are locked in. You may need to go ahead and have a PRN sitting there for you. Also, the good thing about agency is a lot of them pay you every day, or they do like next day pay, or they might not pay you for the weekend, but they'll pay you by Monday or whatever. So to me, it was good because I don't like to call off from work. That's something that I'm like, I've always, even when I was like always dislike calling off from work. That's just, I don't know why I feel obligated to these damn jobs, but to me, like that's like my one thing at work. I might show up late, chat. Might be about 5-10 minutes. Like, yeah, I'm claiming we ain't gonna do that no more. We can't do that no more. Okay, can't do that. We moving forward. We gonna be early. Okay, not on time, but early. Any home, but calling off, I don't like doing that. So the thing with agency that I like is like if I'm gonna book this shift, I'm booking this shift. Like this is my shift. So that's what I liked about it is that if I knew that I had an exam coming up, I just wouldn't book shifts and I would go week by week. Some people, they like to plan a whole month out because they need to know what their money would looking like or they have more security. But me, I wanted to be able to, if something happened with my kids or something happened, like whatever, that I'm in a position to be able to not have to call off from work. So I was okay with picking up shifts like the same day looking for a shift. Some people would be like, oh my God, there's no way. I can't do that. Like I need to know my money at least a month and a half. I need to be able to. But I got so used to doing that. But now, child, I need to know my money because we taking care of things. Child, we about to be financially free. Okay. So we need to know this money. That's why I'm grateful for this job. But yeah, I feel like agency is life. Who said that? Cody. Yeah, agency is life, child. But now I'm moving towards something a little different, more consistent, and way more money and better opportunities for me right now. Agencies really showed us what companies can afford. Agencies really showed us what companies can afford. Places are paying us pennies. Some places are, but you gotta think, I guess to them it's less money in a way because they are not paying us like I think there's no benefits, and I think also since we're not technically employees, it's something with the taxes, something with them, not with us being independent contractors. There's something on their end that they don't have to pay, so it really helps them a lot to have to pay these agencies. Now granted, they're in the thing about it is that it's kind of like renting. They're renting us out versus owning us. Oh, Jesus, Lord. Well, you an employee, it's as if they own you. Because now they didn't give you the sign-on bonus and you got to be here for a year or you got to pay this. Or now, you sitting there waiting 2 weeks to get paid. Now they done brought you into the fold and try to invest you into the job and be like, you done took all this time to get here, girl. We might as well stay at this job. Child, there's a good money here. They did, with an employee, it's as if they own this, or a rent to own type of deal. Child, they leasing you out. How about leasing? But really, it's like they feel like they own you. So it's like, okay, we're investing because some people really don't job hop. It's a lot of people out here that they ain't down for agency life because they don't want to job hop. So they say, at least if we can get a certain amount of people, and this is just me being philosophical. I have no idea what they think. I think that's what they think, child. At least if we can get a few people to at least sign on, we can get them in for about a year or two. That's a better investment compared to this employee that might pick up 1 or 2 shifts with us and be gone. They be gone. So with us, it's not. Yes, it shows how much they can pay us, but also like they don't own us for real because we independent. So it's just like it's a gamble. So they really don't want to have agency in their building. They don't, because it's like, this person, I'm paying you, but I'm not like, you only here for the night, girl. Like, you just a call girl. So I said, agency nurses, we the hoes of the damn nursing world, child. We the hoe. We the ones leave my money on the freaking table, and I'm out. Like, I'll roll over. Like, you can go home now. Sure, we good now? You good? Okay, you squirted it up. Okay, we the hoes, man. We the nursing hoes. Because we ain't gonna be there. We ain't your bottom bitch. Okay, bitch. We ain't your ride or dies. We ain't. If they gonna die, let them die, okay? Oh, well, give me my heels. Okay. Give me my red lip and some red nails. Give me my heels. Wig and all, okay, child? Fishnets, whatever I need. I would love a change of scenery, especially if I don't care for this. Yeah. Change of scenery is like, now sometimes you got to change yourself, in order to attract that change of scenery, but it can make some things happen. As a tech on a neuro floor for 3 years, I see how the night shift nurses have 3 patient teams for pennies. Sad. They be damn, a neuro floor with 3, that sad, they be counting for their contracts to be, yes. Once they get that contract, it's like they have to find ways to keep you pinned down to that job. Like with Kathy, she wants to get some OB experience. She's done mother and baby for a year. She wants to get that OB experience because that's where her passion is. But they telling her she's not going to get any sign-on bonus, and if she leave before 2 years is up, she owes them $10,000. I'm like, Pearls is clutch. Like, what you mean? I owe you because I want to go. Look, and then they can turn around and garnish her wages for something like that. It's like, child, why? I feel like my passion is like, I really like to push people to do their best and to have their best and to really realize what they can do with their life. Because one of my things is I was in a position one time in my life where I really felt like I had no choices. I didn't have any opportunities. I felt down and out. And I feel like nobody should feel that way because we have so many gifts. So, like, people are super talented, just some people, just their presence is truly like a blessing to others. And so, like, when people be down and out and it's like that dream deferred, or like the dream, not just the dream deferred, because I believe in it. I've had dreams deferred, but people who they light has completely like dimmed out and they just like, I'm just gonna stay at this job. I just be like, oh my, it's heartbreaking to me because it's just like, no, go for what you want, man. So to me, my passion is to get people. I don't know how this is gonna translate. I mean, that's why I do this channel, because I want people to know, like, you can do this. Like, you can make this happen for yourself. Like, you can change your life doing this, whatever it may be that you want to do. What you say? Agency all day, every day. Okay, the summer is coming shortly, so we all know people taking a vacations, calling out just because the AC is running real cold. The AC is running cold and good. Child, they don't want to get out that bed. All snuggled up with bae. Okay. Trying to have a hot girl summer. Massive text messages for pickup. Yeah, I'm scared to do the new grad contract. Sounds good, but slavery. Sign-on bonus is a trap. That's why I'm thinking of leaving my full-time to agency. I need the flexibility. Working 9 to 5 is exhausting. I need time for school and my kids. And sometimes when you do the math, you see that you could work less and make more. For instance, this job that I'm gonna be starting, I'm gonna be working 2 days a week. 2 days a week, child. 2 days a week. 8 days out the month. And my take home gonna be a little under $6,000. For 24 hours a damn week. Why is my phone? Child, this whole time I thought my phone was on the charger and it's not. Hold on, y'all. The look is in your eyes. The look. The look. Hello. Okay, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna be on here for too long, child. I can't even get the charger on. Hold on, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on with me. I was trying to edit a video and it was taking so long. I was like, let me just go live, chat. Let me talk to the folks. I hope that the message that I portrayed, like, I hope that y'all got it, man. Because I'm saying it to y'all, because I'm saying it to myself. I say that with a lot of my videos. Like, I'm only telling y'all this because I need it too. Okay, I'm talking to myself when I talk to y'all. So literally, like I'm talking to a camera. I mean, y'all there, but I'm talking to myself. I'm looking at myself right now talking. So the things that I'm telling y'all and I'm putting out there for y'all, and hopefully I'm speaking life into y'all as far as this debt-free journey, making the most out of this money that we can make in this field, making it work for us. Just like with my friend, I was like, girl, you got a whole BS in. I need to do a video about that too. Stop letting these jobs use you. I get it. She want the experience and all of that, but you got to think, what season are you in your life? Are you in a season where you need to make some money and take care of shit? Do it. I don't care if you're going to do something you don't want to do. Do it. Do that for 6 months. Then go get your experience at that job so you can have your OB under your belt. But them 6 months of you being somewhere that's actually going to pay you good money could set you up for the next year and a half, maybe even 2 years. I don't know. Because if you go at it for 6 months as a nurse, baby, you can make some money. You can make some money. And sometimes you can make the money and not even have to work as many hours as you think you have to work, depending on if they giving you more. So it's like nobody in healthcare should be struggling. We really shouldn't. It's just a matter of how you're living. You see, you say you showed up to the party. Like you could watch the replay. Yeah, you're a CNA/medical assistant. You're an agency, but I just looked at a school today. Been searching. Hopefully, I don't become broke trying to do this. I know it's worth it. You know what? You might be for a little bit, but just have a plan, man. Have a plan to get yourself out of it. That's why I'm thinking about leaving. Oh, you say leave your job. Yeah, I got a dang on single strand knot, child. Dang it. I see it. Okay, I'm about to go. I was cook some fried rice for my husband. Child, I came over here and gave y'all the whole spiel. Okay. Oh, thank you, Erica. Thank you. I am just so grateful to have this platform, y'all. I don't even know if I would be your fave nurse B still without this channel, y'all. Like legit. That's why we got to meet in the flesh. Can we do like a what was it, that guy? He was doing like a nurse cruise. What is his name? Nurse Brandon? No, not Nurse Brandon. Blake. I think he was doing like a nurse cruise. Brandy is your next position for, it's 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours. Like I said, I work 24 hours a week, 8 days a month, and I'm making a little under $6,000 after taxes. It's after taxes. Okay. I think you would be great as a nurse case manager or tree job insurance that works. That's what I was saying I might do if I do decide to have another baby child. I might do that. But honestly, I'm in a stage of like allowing myself to be led. to my next adventure, because the more that I just allow myself to be led, the more the opportunities are way better than I thought they could be. And the more I just like, woo, everything just be feeling like, dang, like it was effortless flow. So I'm just gonna trust the process and allow myself to be led to my next adventure. And in the meantime, I'm here for y'all. I'm grateful you started this channel. I started watching during my oh, now. Oh, you've been at Aria for 3 years. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Wow. I love to hear that. Child, see, when I die, y'all, y'all gonna be in the comments like, oh, nurse me, I went to school for you. That's all I want. I just want to have a little legacy, child. Somebody to know who I am when the time come. I've never worked at any hospitals in St. Louis except for this one that I'm going for, but it depends on what you're trying to do. I've heard that BJC is kind of like, ooh, they work your child, but you're gonna get some good experience because it's a level 1 trauma center, and it's an educational hospital. I've heard that Mercy sometimes can throw their employees under the bus. They're not always there for them employees. SSM, I've heard pretty decent things about SSM. Is St. Luke's SSM? I can't remember. It's only like 3 hospitals that I know of: Barnes, SSM, and Mercy. Oh, Missouri Baptist, but I think Missouri Baptist is BJC too. I think it really depends on what you're going for. Everybody got their thing. Like, you want to do ER, go to Barnes. Go to Barnes. They might work you to death, but it's in the city. It's a level 1 trauma. Like, you're gonna learn what you're gonna learn there. I feel like Mercy, I don't know. I did my clinicals in Mercy. It was cool to me when I went there. I think they have a really good cardiac unit there. And if you look at Children's Hospital, that's BJC. But SSM has Cardinal Glennon. That's a children's hospital. It's just really, honestly, sometimes you just never know, because people will give you good and bad for everything. So sometimes you got to just allow yourself to be led, like I said, or just look and see what fits you and just go there and see. And if you don't like it, guess what? You can leave. You can leave. That's the beauty of nursing. You can get up out of here. Don't sign them contracts unless you know. We coming to Missouri this summer for the cookout, girl. Yes! Oh my goodness. Y'all so sweet. I worked at Mercy and we had 8 patients. Oh gosh, not worth the money. Oh God, 8 patients. Golly. To me, I'm used to having 40, 50 patients, but I heard in the hospital 8 patients is like death. So I'm gonna let y'all go. This man probably like starving down there, child. But he'll be all right. I love you. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Thank you for even holding space for me so that I could get myself to this point in my life. It's not just the material things, because I know that's coming as there, but it's just like throughout this whole journey in my life, it has not been material. It's just like just really feeling like as if I'm living within my purpose. That's what's important to me. The material, that's important too, but just knowing that I have this fulfillment of just being able to for people to listen to what I have to say, and for me to be encouraged and inspired by all your stories, and to feel like my voice is being heard, and also to feel as if I am a vessel that's being used, by a higher power that's here for my greater good. Not no bad spirits, child, but I'm I'm being a vessel to help others. Like, man, it's such a blessing, y'all. It's such a blessing. It's such a blessing. And I appreciate every last one of y'all for watching my channel, liking my channel, sharing my channel. And I don't take none of y'all for granted, like legit, none of y'all for granted. And I just want the best for everybody in my tribe. I really, really do. Yes, reaping the fruits of your labor. Yes, blessings on blessings, honey. I really want the best for y'all. So like I said in this video at the beginning, don't let these jobs, child, here's a takeaway. Okay. Watch when it come to these school loans. Okay. You about to lose your job. Take notes about these jobs and these loans, and these schools and these loans, and because at the end of the day, a lot of these schools are for profit. They're not for you. This is another video. I'm about to get in my soapbox. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to give you a synopsis. But as a takeaway, thank you, namaste. As a takeaway, Be mindful of the schools and your debt. Another takeaway, I guess, from this video is protect your energy. Watch who you have around you and what you entertain, the thoughts you entertain, the people you entertain, the situations the energy that you entertain. Watch that, because it makes such a huge difference, y'all. Trust me, I done been through a lot. I ain't even told y'all, I ain't even scratched the surface of this past year. I was not in this position. I was not in this headspace last year. I didn't even want to make content last year, y'all. It was rough. It was a point in time I wasn't even eating last year. And child, your girl eats. Okay. So it's just like, just to be where I'm at, I just I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it. So yeah, the takeaway, y'all gotta just watch the whole video. Take notes, y'all. I don't know. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna go. I need to go sleep. And I really appreciate every last one of y'all. It's a dream come true. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna let y'all go for the night. If y'all have any more questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section, and make sure y'all share my content and all that jazz. And I do have another channel called Stay Forever True. It's a lifestyle channel. I do also sell crystals and jewelry and all that jazz on my website. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I love y'all. Bye.